Good Saturday afternoon, everybody. This is Stephen Ray, aka Stingray, and I wanted to jump here on social media and kind of give you a quick radar update. Now, we are still watching the remnants of Tropical Storm Claudette, and the center of circulation with Claudette of Meridian, Mississippi. Moderate to heavy rain falling from Columbus over here to Reform, Gordo, Tuscaloosa, just over here south of the Birmingham Metro, and then especially if you are up here along Interstate 22 that runs from Fulton and Tupelo, Mississippi, all the way down into Birmingham, and all of this is moving off to the north at a very fast clip. And when I put this into motion, you can actually see that the center of circulation is there just off to the east of Philadelphia, Mississippi. And so it has actually moved a little bit further off to the north than anticipated. But nonetheless, there is your center of circulation. Everybody north of 2059 is good right now. The reason that I'm here is because we have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings that does include the Sampson area, Geneva, Alabama, the Hartford area, Daleville, and Enterprise, Alabama. This is off to the west of the city of Dothan. This is down here in South Alabama. And let me check and see because a new warning just popped up. Okay, and there's a lot of flash flooding going on back across the Mobile area. Let's see. And also down in Escambia County, Florida. Now, not Escambia County, Alabama. This is Escambia County, Florida. There's a lot of flash flooding ongoing down in Florida. There is also the Crab Shack just had a wind gust to 50 miles per hour at Point Clear in Baldwin County. Just looking over some of the other reports, a lot of flash flooding, and there was a lot of other tornado warnings earlier this morning that did do some damage, and especially down in the Brewton, Alabama area. But once again, let me go on ahead and read you the current warnings that we have right now. We have a warning that has been issued for Coffee, Dale, Geneva, and Houston counties, and this warning goes until 2:15 Central Time. There is also a tornado warning across the state line in Georgia that they just canceled it for Randolph County, Georgia. So once again, that is the reason that I'm here. It's because Coffee, Dale, Geneva, and Houston counties down in South Alabama are underneath a severe thunderstorm warning, and the warning actually does say tornado possible and damaging winds upwards of 60 miles per hour. It goes until 2:15. Severe thunderstorms were located along a line extended from 7 miles west of Geneva to near Bonifay, moving north at 50 miles per hour. These things are moving along at a very fast clip. 60 mile per hour wind gusts are your hazard, but once again, there is a tornado possible within this warning area. There I have highlighted the tornado possible. Now these are the impacted areas through 2:15. Daleville, Geneva, Enterprise, Dothan, Fort Rucker, Hartford, Taylor, Midland City, Level, Plains, Slocum, Newton, Pickard, Malvern, Clayhatchee, Coffee Springs, Chancellor, Hollis Dairy Road, and Kelly's Crossroads are in the path of this storm. So once again, there is your brand new severe thunderstorm warning, and this other severe thunderstorm warning over here off to the west goes for Coffee and Geneva counties, and that one goes until 2:15 as well. And once again, in that warning, it says tornado is also possible with it. So I'm going to stay here just for a few minutes to see if they do, in fact, issue a tornado warning. But there are your storms stretching from Sampson over here to Coffee Springs and then curving back down here to Geneva. We've also got to watch this area that is south of Florala as well, because any part of this could produce a tornado. And it is very, very not good news when you start to see this kind of a hook shape right here on this storm. You can also also see that there's a little bit of a kind of a hook right there. Just got a report of down in Walton County, Florida, of some damage. That's the reason that you heard the ding, ding, ding. So once again, severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible for Dale, Coffee, Geneva, and Houston counties in southeastern Alabama. Everybody else is pretty much dealing with rain. The entire area, basically, if you are south of the Montgomery area, from a line from Montgomery to Tuskegee to Auburn to Columbus, Georgia, and points off to the south and to the east, you guys are underneath a tornado watch that goes until tonight for the possibility of tornadoes and damaging straight line winds. So once again, any of these areas could produce a brief tornado, and usually with tropical systems, the areas that do produce the tornadoes, they are very short-lived. They may be down for anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes because they're real quick spin-up tornadoes, and then they leave just like that. So they are very quick. And oftentimes the Weather Service cannot warn for them because they come and they go before the radar picks them up. These are not, I repeat, these are not the long track violent tornadoes that you see in the spring and the summer. These are going to be your low end tornadoes, the EF0s, EF1s. But once again, an EF0 or an EF1 can do extensive damage, and especially if your home is near trees. So once again, there is a severe thunderstorm warning for a couple of counties down here in South Alabama that includes Enterprise, Daleville, Sampson, and Geneva, and also the far western suburbs of the city of Dothan, Alabama. And let me actually show you, if you were over here, there is Dothan. All right, so if you were over here towards Peterman or West Main Street in Dothan, out here along 84, then those are going to be the areas that are underneath the severe thunderstorm warning. And go ahead and take this severe thunderstorm serious. And treat this warning like you would a tornado warning, because anytime that the Weather Service says tornado possible, there is a pretty good possibility that there is enough there for them to warrant the possibility of a few spin-up tornadoes. And I've also Okay, Tallahassee has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Bay County, Florida, until 2:45, and I'm guessing that is a little bit further off to the south. We will wait for that one to pop up, and we'll see if that's going to be an issue for South Alabama. And that warning also says tornado possible with it too for Bay County down in Florida. So we will wait to see where the new warning pops up. So once again, if you're watching in Geneva, if you're watching in Enterprise, if you're watching in Midland City, going ahead and think about being in your safe place just in case a severe thunderstorm does happen to produce a brief spin-up tornado from this area. Now, let me also show you this. That's an area of concern north of Marianna, Florida. There is also a possibility of another couplet right there, and those could cross into southern Houston County in South Alabama before they cross into Georgia. So those are the two areas of concern right there. But anybody that is watching right now along this line right here, that is just off to the north of the city of Geneva, anybody along that line could potentially see a couple of tornadoes. Now, there's no official tornado warning, but there are a couple of hot spots, like this area right here has gotten a little bit broader over the last few minutes. And then we've also got to watch this area just off to the west and southwest of Geneva, Alabama. Now, if you're just now joining me, because I know everybody does not live in South Alabama, let me cut back on the reflectivity. Basically, if you are north of Montgomery and points off to the northwest, if you are basically along the Highway 80 corridor that runs from Meridian to Demopolis to Selma to Montgomery and points off to the north, your severe weather threat is going to be minimal to none. It is raining heavy from Gadsden and Fort Payne all the way back to Philadelphia, Mississippi, from the remnants of Tropical Storm Claudette. And there is your center of circulation circulating right there, north of Philadelphia, Mississippi. And this was actually supposed to go a little bit further on off and cut across South Alabama and wind up over here between Montgomery and Dothan. However, that was not the case. It's actually pulled a little bit further off to the north. So heavy rain is falling in Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Gadsden, Anniston. Is about to come up to Huntsville and Florence, Alabama. But let me also show you this. If you are basically along and southeast of a line from Monroeville to Greenville over to Tuskegee and Eufaula, you guys, and especially down here if you're in Dothan, Enterprise, Andalusia, Ozark, Eufaula, Troy, and possibly even as far west as Greenville, you guys are going to be under the gun for potential tornadoes from this batch of storms for the rest of the afternoon and this evening and into the overnight hours, and especially as you get over here, basically from over here, from Albany down to Moultrie, Thomasville, Georgia, north to Tallahassee. So those are going to be the areas of concern for the biggest area of tornadoes later today and tonight. And I am really not liking the hook feature on this storm right here. That is just north of Benefay, Florida. And we're going to have to keep a close eye on that one, because if you track that storm out, track that storm out, it looks like it would want to take a track closer to the Dothan area. So we're definitely going to have to watch that supercell. We're also going to have to watch this supercell over here towards the Geneva area in Alabama as well. Let me check on the velocity. And there's a little bit there, north of Bonifay, Florida. So we will definitely keep our eye on that. But for right now, well, I'm going to hold it here for a minute because Tallahassee may pull a tornado warning for this right here, west of Geneva, any minute, because that has started to tighten up a little bit as it's moved to the north. If you're in Geneva, I would go ahead and be in my safe place right now, or especially along 52 right now. Good news is I don't see anything down, but that is definitely starting to tighten up there, especially if you were over Somerset, basically on the western portions of Geneva near the Wiregrass Medical Center, also Magnolia Avenue. This is a tightening couplet that you need to go ahead and think about being in your safe place right now. Also, North Wilson Street or over here towards the Geneva area, you need to go ahead and think about being in your safe place along 52 down there. Oh, man. So we may have a developing tornado off to the west of Geneva right now in South Alabama. So I'm going to keep it right here just for a few minutes to see if the Weather Service in Tallahassee pulls a tornado warning for that. And look at this couplet down here that is north of the Bonifay area. That was the supercell that I was talking about that could impact the Dothan area within the next few hours. And yeah, that thing is nasty, guys. Look at that hook. Wow. That's pretty nasty. All right, let me back out. Oh. Okay, anybody with interest down in Panama City, we got a tornado warning for Panama City. That's Bay County, Florida. Tyndall Air Force Base also. Panama City. Well, dangerous storm will be near you. At 2:20. So it's coming up on you now. So let me see what that new warning was. A lot of flash flood reports coming in from Escambia County down in Florida. Once again, a radar-indicated tornado was located over Panama City. And that warning goes until 2:45. I'm going to keep it here for just a minute because of that supercell that is just north of Geneva now. That, let me check. Yeah, it's broadened out a little bit more. It was real tight. It was real tight right there down here when it was over Somerset. And then it's broadened out a little bit right there. You can see it right when it, let's see. Okay, they've just issued another severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible. All right, severe thunderstorm warning for Coffeedale, Geneva, and Houston until 3:15, and that's got to be for another storm that is coming on in. All right, so let's see. Both of those warnings expire in 1 minute, so we will see what the new warning looks like. But there are two hot spots down in South Alabama, and there's another hot spot down in northern Florida. You got an interesting little couplet sitting right here east of Sampson. You got that area right there, and then you got this one north of Geneva. And we just had reports of trees down in Geneva. There's your new severe thunderstorm warning, and that does include the Ozark area now. For 60 minutes, this warning goes until 3:15 for Dale, Coffee, Geneva, Holmes, and Houston County. Now, the Holmes County is down in Florida. These storms are moving north at 45 miles per hour. Oh, and they've also issued this. They've issued this warning. Okay, I got you. Okay. The new warning that includes the western portions of Dothan for Enterprise Daleville is more than likely for this storm right here. And that was a storm that had the good couplet on it north of Benefay, Florida. Wow, look at that hook. That storm's definitely going to have to be watched as it crosses into Alabama, because that is a serious storm. And you notice yep, that thing is making a beeline for Dothan. I still got some rotation with it too. Okay. Got a broad area of rotation right up here north of Geneva. Got a much tighter area down here just off to the southwest of Graceville, Florida. And we're going to have to keep an eye on that, because that could move towards the Dothan area pretty soon. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a short break here from social media, And or I tell you what, I am actually not going to sign off. What I'm going to do is turn my microphone off. I will keep the radar up for you guys, and in any event that a brand new tornado warning is issued, I will be back. I will do another audio update at 2:30. Before then, if necessary. Now, I will keep the radar up for. I will keep the tornado. I will keep the radar up for you guys to see. I'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes. All right, guys, it is coming up on 2:30, and we're zoomed in here over South Alabama. And the reason that I wanted to jump back here on social media beforehand is because Birmingham, the National Weather Service in Birmingham, has just issued a brand new tornado warning for Barber County in South Alabama. And this should be popping up on your screen momentarily. And there it is. All right, so there is your tornado warning for Barber County, and this is north of Ozark. And this does include Louisville, Alabama. This is southeast of Silo, Alabama. So this is a radar indicated rotation. This warning goes for another 31 minutes until 3 o'clock for a tornado that was located over Blue Springs State Park, or 7 miles southeast of Silo, moving to the north at 35 miles per hour. Locations include Tyler Crossroads, Blue Springs State Park, Millers Ford, and Silo. Also, Louisville, Alabama. And so there is your rotation right now that is coming over Dykes Crossroads and Roberts Crossroads, and it is moving off to the north at 35 miles per hour. If you're watching along County Road 10 or Highway 10 that runs from Silo or Silio down to Blue Springs, you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows. Now, the actual tornado itself has not crossed into Barber County yet, but it is really close to the state line. So if you're watching down here along County Road 68 or County Road 300, those are the areas that the tornado is over right now. Let me go ahead and circle this area right here, and that would be your couplet and your tornado right there. That is sitting in between Roberts Crossroads and Dykes Crossroads on County Road 68 right now. So this is a tornado warning for the Blue Springs area up here in Barber County in South Alabama. And this warning goes for another 29 minutes until 3 o'clock for Barber County and southeast Alabama. And this is for southwestern Barber County. Now, if you're watching in Eufaula, if you're watching over here in Clayton, this is going to be south of you. But if you're watching in Louisville, Alabama, you need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now, as this warning and this possible tornado is going to be near Teals Crossroads. Coming up very soon, and then Blue Springs as well. The couplet is going to be right here on the county line right now, moving off to the north at 35 miles per hour. Give me just a second. Okay, so once again, just had to repost that on the page there. So I apologize for the silence there for a second. But if you're watching down here in Barber County, this is in southeast Alabama. This is well southeast of Troy. This is over here towards the Silo and the Louisville, Alabama area. We currently have a tornado warning for the possibility of a tornado that is sitting over here towards the Teals Crossroads area. And next up is going to be Blue Springs, Alabama. And this is along Highway 10 that basically runs from Troy all the way down into Georgia. So this is a main thoroughfare that runs over here from Fort Gaines, Georgia, all the way over to Troy, Alabama. So if you're living along the Highway 10 corridor, basically from Silo all the way down to Tew, nobody needs to be driving in that area right now because of the possibility of a tornado that is sitting really close to the Teals Crossroads area, also the Blue Springs, Alabama area. Also, you need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now if you are near Tyler's Crossroads and County Road 33. So there is going to be your couplet, and that is going to be your possible tornado right there near Teals Crossroads. Now, let me back out and look at it from the Montgomery radar site, and for some reason it is just not showing up as well. So I'm going to switch back to the Fort Rucker one because it looks so much better on Fort Rucker. We've also got that area of rotation that's down here south of Dothan we got to keep our eye on as well. But once again, there's your tornado warning for Barber County, and this warning goes until 3 o'clock for the possibility of a radar-indicated tornado. Places impacted by this storm is Silo, Louisville, Taylor's Crossroads, Blue Springs State Park, and Miller's Ford. So those are all areas in Alabama and Barber County that are going to be impacted by the storm. So there is your couplet and there is your rotation. And you can see when it was down here near Duke's Crossroads, okay, this is from the National Weather Service in Birmingham. They just sent out this tweet. It says right here, be aware, tornadoes within tropical systems spin up very quickly, so you may get little notice before one touches down. Although most are brief and rather weak, they can still be deadly, and especially if your home has trees around it. That is what makes tornadoes in the South so deadly, is because of trees falling onto homes, because trees and homes do not mix. Please get to your safe place immediately if a warning is issued for your area. That comes from the National Weather Service in Birmingham. So once again, there is a tornado warning for Barber County. And once again, this system, as you watch it down from the south, if you will remember from Dykes Crossroads, it was very, very tight. Then it broadened up by the time it got to the state line. Then by the time it got over here towards the Blue Springs area, it tightened back up again. And now it is tightening up once again right here near the intersection of County Road 33 and Highway 10 down here west of Blue Springs, Alabama. So once again, that is the area of concern. If you were watching along the Choctawhatchee River in East Alabama, you need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now. And once again, as you can see, this thing is booking it. This storm has already crossed Interstate or Highway 10 right now, and it is getting up here towards Taylor's Crossroads. So with every radar scan, it is booking it across Barber County. This storm is moving at 35 miles per hour, but I would venture to say it's moving a lot faster than that. But there is definitely still some rotation. Now, if you're watching in Blue Springs or Dykes Crossroads, this storm has passed your area, so I can give you the all clear. Tyler's Crossroads, I can give you about another 2 to 3 minutes before your area is clear. And then next up would be Louisville and Lindsay, Alabama. And this is over here towards the Baxter area as well. So if you're watching along County Road 33 in Barber County, and basically this is paralleling 33 as it comes on up through Barber County in South Alabama or Southeast Alabama. Also, if you're watching along Hagler Mill Road, be in your safe place. If you're watching along Carpenter Mill Road or Gerald Tall Road, be in your safe place right now as well. Brand new update to the warning. Continues a tornado warning. A radar indicated for Barber County until 3 o'clock. So I will back out. And we will wait for the new configuration of the polygon. And then I will read it off to you guys. There's the new configuration. So if you're down here near Silo, Blue Springs, you guys are out of the warning. So the new warning, or the updated part of the warning, said a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Tyler's Crossroads or near Silo, moving to the north at 35 miles per hour. Hazard tornado. This is a radar indicated rotation. This is not confirmed. Now, locations impacted include Silo, Louisville, Tyler Crossroads, and Miller's Ford down in Barber County, Alabama. And let me also mention, for our friends down in South Alabama, Southeast Alabama, the severe thunderstorm warning that was in effect for Coffee County has been canceled because the warning has been moved out of the area. However, the severe thunderstorm warning continues for Dale, Geneva, and Houston counties until 3:15. So once again, tornado warning, including Barber County, and this is for South Central Barber County, for another 17 minutes for the possibility of a tornado. So once again, there is your possible tornado. That is north of Tyler's Crossroads. Basically, like I said, it is basically paralleling County Road 33, and it's getting up here towards where the County Road 33 intersects with Hagler Mill Road. I am zoomed in here over the most significant part of this storm where the tornado would actually be, and right there where County Road 33 forks off with Hagler Mill Road, that is where this tornado is going to be over right now. And just like that, it has moved up here, more towards the Hagler Mill Road area. So once again, this is still a tornado warning that is sitting in here between Louisville and Lindsay in Barbour County down here in southeast Alabama. Let me... Okay, this is the correlation coefficient, and this will show us if anything is down on the ground, and the good news is I do not see anything. So once again, there is your supercell that is sitting over here in between Louisville and Lindsay, Alabama. And if you're watching along 51 across northern Barbour County, near Hoddy or Pratt's, Alabama, please be in your safe place right now. Also, if you're watching in Clayton, Alabama as well, because those could be the areas next impacted by this tornado. And once again, there is your couplet and your possible tornado right there. That is basically paralleling County Road 33 and Hagler Mill Road. So that is the area of concern right now. So coming up next is going to be County Road 21 and County Road 19, also Victoria Street in Barbour County. Please be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows. Also Fred Caraway Road and Caraway Road. Please be in your safe place right now because this is the area of the possible tornado that is sitting down here in Barbour County. And if you will see right there, County Road 21 basically runs from Louisville, Alabama over to Lindsay in Barbour County. So this is going to be the area of concern. Also over here towards the Gerald Q Road. Please be in your safe place right now. Also, like I said, the Fred Caraway Road and the Caraway Road area. Also, if you are along the eastern portion of County Road 26, please be in your safe place right now. I think this storm and this tornado is going to stay just off to the east of Louisville, Alabama, but I cannot guarantee that. So if you are in Louisville, Alabama, please be in your safe place right now. Also, if you are over here towards the Lindsay area, it is better to be safe than sorry. And once again, this thing is strengthening and is tightening up again. So there it is. So let me zoom in here. If you are watching along the southern end of Venison Road, also if you're over here in northern rural Barber County. Okay, if you are near Venison Road, or if you are across the northern portions of Barber County, up here towards the Harvey Road area along 51, please be in your safe place right now. Also, John C. Martin Road, be in your safe place right now, because these storms, Pratt Station Road, up here on the northern extent of the tornado warning. If you were near Pratt Station Road, near County Road 51, be in your safe place right now. Let me check and see. Okay, let me back out. Okay. Birmingham continues tornado warning until 3 o'clock, which is 9 more minutes for Barber County, because the tornado warning is still evident there for the possibility of a tornado. So once again, I'm down here along the street level view. So if you're watching over here along 51 and you're watching along John C. Martin Road, be in your safe place, or if you're near Pratt's Station Road. All right, so that's the topography of the area. Now let me back out and put the radar back on. And that is about as tight as you can get, and as tight as I've seen all day. So if you're watching over here towards the Hobby, or the Pratt's area, please be in your safe place right now. Ooh. We may be looking at a developing tornado there, possibly. North of Pratt's. Okay, so we got a brand new tornado warning now that's coming for Barber and now Bullock County in Alabama until 3:45. All right, so I can almost guarantee you that it's going to be for Clayton, Bell's Crossroads, and then Mount Andrews as well. Okay, so there's your new warning. Okay, so there is your new polygon warning that runs from Spring Hill all the way down to Clayton and Louisville. Okay. Okay, so Angela, are you still with us? I apologize for not seeing. I apologize about that. Guys, give me just 1 second. I will be back here in a flash. All right, guys, I apologize for that. I had to repost all of the stuff in. I had to repost it because we have a bunch of new severe and tornado warnings for Barber and Bullock County. But real quick, it looks like Ozark for now is going to be safe. Uh, So that's the good news. It looks like the storm over there is going to impact Enterprise, and then it's also going to impact the Newville area right now. But the reason that I'm here is because we have a couple of tornado warnings here. We have this one that includes Barber and Bullock counties until 3:45 for the potential of a radar indicated tornado. Now, this includes Clayton, Louisville, Spring Hill, Comer, Barber County Public Lake, the Public Lake Dam, Clayton Municipal Airport, and Mount Andrews. So there is your brand new tornado warning for 45 minutes, and I can actually put on the velocity and show you that there is your possible tornado that is sitting just south of the airport there near the Clayton, Alabama area. And this is paralleling 51, County Road 51 right now in Barber and Bullock County right now. So if you're watching in Clayton, please be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home near the center and away from windows. So let me back out and take off the radar. And if you are watching across Bell's Crossroads or 239, be in your safe place right now. Also, if you are along County Road 31 or the Clayton Municipal Airport, these are going to be the areas where this tornado is going to be. Also, County Road 11. I pulled off the radar so you could get a better look at the topography and the satellite view of the area of where this tornado is about to come. Also, if you are near the Reed Road area, please be in your safe place right now. And then also up here towards the Turkey Road area, just off to the east of Mount Andrews in Alabama. Please be in your safe place right now for the possibility of a tornado. Birmingham continues tornado warning for Barber and Bullock till 3:45, and it is still radar indicated. Tornado warning remains in effect. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was over Clayton, or 12 miles to the northeast of Silio, moving to the north at 30 miles per hour. This is a tornado, radar indicated tornado. Clayton, Comer, Barber County Public Lake Dam, Spring Hill, and Clayton Municipal Airport are in the path of this storm. So now that I've shown you the areas, let me cut back on the radar. And there would be your possible tornado right in that area right there. There could also be a little bit of one up here that is across the northern portions of this polygon. But anywhere along this line, basically anywhere along this line of wind that is right here, you guys can expect to see a lot of gusty winds and the possibility of a couple of tornadoes. Let me look further south. And the good news is I do not see anything that looks interesting other than this in Bullock and Barber counties. Okay, this is looking at it from Montgomery. And there's your possible tornado west of Clayton, near Bell's Crossroads. So, if you're watching me right now along 239, right over the Clayton Municipal Airport, go ahead and be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows. Also, if you were over here towards the Williams Mill Pond Road, Marshall Road, along 51, be in your safe place right now. Okay. Weather Service in Birmingham has decided that that couplet is not as tight as it once was. So the good news is the Weather Service in Birmingham has officially canceled the tornado warning for Barber and Bullock counties. The warning will leave your screen momentarily. There it is. So what I'm going to do now is, now that the warning has been canceled, I am going to sign off here on Facebook for just a little while, and I'll intend to do another update for you guys around 3:30. Before then, if anything else happens to... Okay. Mobile. Now, this is from the National Weather Service in Mobile. Okay, this is from the National Weather Service in Mobile. It looks like that Mobile has canceled the tornado watch for all of the counties that they deal with in Alabama, including Butler, Covington, and Crenshaw. All right, so the watch has been allowed to be canceled in Butler, Covington, and Crenshaw counties. So once again, I intend to do another update around 3:35 before then if necessary. Keep it tuned right here. Yes, give me just a second, Angela. I do apologize. I could not read your comments and read everything about, so I do apologize for not getting back to you. And like I said, I do want to also mention that I apologize if I cannot get to your area. Okay, Highway 51. Okay. Give me just a second. Okay. Okay. There is Artron. Okay. Let me check and see. Okay. Okay, you're okay for now if you live in Artron, but you're gonna have to watch this batch of storms that is north of Enterprise because they are moving towards your area. And let me check. Uh, there's going to be a little bit of wind that's going to hit you in Artron here within the next 15 to 30 minutes. And there could potentially also be a quick spin up. So I would go ahead and watch that storm that is north of Enterprise down here, basically for the people over Artron, basically Cilio, and then Brunderidge. Hope I said that correctly. But once again, I intend to do another update here, probably within the next 30 to 45 minutes before then, if necessary. I'm focused here in on Alabama right now. Let me check on something. Okay, so while I'm here, before I leave, I want to do one more thing for you guys because I know not everybody lives in South Alabama. Okay, so it is 3:11 p.m. We have the center of circulation from this storm still centered over Philadelphia, Mississippi, and it's just churning away. We have rain and storms that stretch from Tuscaloosa all the way down to Meridian, and those are scattered in nature down here to the south. If you live across the northern portions of Alabama, rain is falling right now in Huntsville over to the Gadsden area, Fort Payne, Birmingham, and in northwestern Alabama as well. None of this is severe across the northern portions of the state. However, the storms that are north of Montgomery, back here into Georgia, really need to be watched for the potential of a few tornadoes later today and this evening. So basically, if you are in this zone in southeast Alabama, there is a potential that you could have a couple of more tornado warnings later this afternoon and this evening. And before I go, I do want to check on these storms that are north of the Montgomery metro area over here towards Wetumpka, because these look pretty nasty. And yes, I do see that there is a little bit of a hot spot right there from straight line winds or possibly a tornado. So I will have to watch. We will have to watch that later on this evening as they move towards the 231 area north of Wetumpka. But for right now, I am going to take a short break. I will be back over here with you guys here momentarily. But I will be back at probably 3:35. Before then, if necessary, here only on social media, your secondary source of seeing severe weather here in the great state of Alabama. We'll see you back here at 3:35 and